Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my right up gal. Hello, my name is Steph. If you'd like to come on in, have a seat for some symbolic support. The other Scry, we dropped some ink in the muse of the throat chakra, and as promised, we are going to flip it for perspective possibilities, scrying for shapes and symbols that may speak to our psyche and psychic senses. I need to take a breath, apparently, after that. We'll add on some tarot and oracle, and where Mr. Ghost Gift is here kicking, we have Ghost Tube for any audio additions from the afterlife that may further add to our auric adventures. Overall, pleased to receive release freely. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome home. Your presence warms my haunted heart. When you're ready, let's go. All right, I'm going to take a moment, but you're welcome to already take a look, a screenshot, personal use only, so you can scry in your own time.
What brought you here?
Cleansing the palette of perception, releasing the race and the rush. Activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support. In the name and honor of anyone here at any time, may you meet a message with meaning. Okay. I'm in the clouds. Clouds catch.
Buy me a coffee.
And thank you if you decide to buy me a coffee. The link is below. Spirit's coming back. Girls gotta eat too. Okay, stop. So the message is like the clouds can catch swords and arrows too. So imagine if the archer or yourself, but your archer energy affixes on a star that you would like to draw down. Clouds notice, right? And they can help direct them if there is, redirection needed, a nudge in like, what's that? It's like curling. Like if the clouds were curling, but they really have like these hands. Sorry if my shadow's in the way, but it's just part of me. It's wonderful, really. It's wonderful. I also feel like, if I may.
Hannah.
Hello, Hannah. If you are here with me, sorry, the clouds. What did I say? I don't even know. And archer stuff. There might be somebody here, and if this isn't for you, thank you for holding space for somebody to receive this part of the message. If somebody tossed an arrow at you or is pointing fingers at, actually, if I may, it's like a dart, right? Is throwing darts at you. There is someone in spirit. Now I really kind of want to go back to the bow, because I'm seeing this as one large arrowhead. Okay.
Amazing.
There is a spirit that works very specifically side by side to your higher self, but it's almost as if they are in between the higher self and your, soulful embodiment here. So they're maybe a guide, but I feel like they're kind of a trainer or a teacher for some skill set that you're utilizing, preparing for, learning, navigating, etc. The point is that they can capture these arrows or darts and break them.
Wait.
So if anything in the spirit of the throat chakra, where maybe you've had a past life where like an arrow went through your throat, maybe you've have present time, like thyroid or throat infections, anything along that lines. I feel as though you are learning with the help of this spirit, this trainer, this teacher of sorts, whoever they are, to help break that cycle that I think stems from somewhere else. And when I say somewhere else, it's paralleling now. It's like that lifetime and this lifetime are working together like two wheels to help get her done, type thing, to help get her done. I'm seeing, oh, I'm smelling something.
House.
I quasi smelled
Stroke.
a man's energy, like a cologne or deodorant, and it's not my husband's. Like, I would know if I put it on purpose, not by accident. Yeah,
How does it work?
maybe he died of a stroke. But I like smelt like male deodorant or cologne. So I'm seeing Bambi and is it no, microscope. Yeah, microscope. I'm gonna flip it to the side here. There's a fish.
Finish.
There's a fish in here. There are two people here. Feet. I feel like I'm at a zoo of some sort, to be honest with you. There's a watering can, but I'm being watered. That's the irony. I'm being watered. What are those things that hold wine so you can pour them without like having to touch the bottle? One of those.
You don't understand.
Yeah, no, I don't understand. I'm also being handed Okay, my emotional body and my earthly body are communicating. And my emotional body is handing something to my earthly body. I want to know.
Stop it.
I'm going to take a moment here to acknowledge that my earthly body at some point in time, or maybe my earthly attitude or mood was like, F you. No, I'm not feeling this. I'm not doing this, whatever the case is. Now I'm ready to receive this. I'm ready to receive it. I'm ready to feel it. I'm ready to see it, whatever the case may be. I'm hearing, say you accept it. I might be accepting something of myself. I might be admitting something is what it is that I don't want to acknowledge. I don't want to feel. Something along that lines. I'm also sitting on my butt with my knees towards my chest, and I'm very happy here. It's like I'm happy. Okay, I'm seeing a springboard. Oh my goodness, I really don't know if they still have them in gym classes, but maybe in like gymnastics or what they would call as gymnastics for us. And you would run, and there would be like this little wooden springboard to kind of hop you up. I'm like chilling out, sitting on one of these springboards. Oh, I'm quite happy here. I'm quite happy. I see myself, looking at a screen. I'm watching a screen. So I don't know if this is virtual, like online or in your real life, or this is you and somebody's watching you. Because this is the thing. I think I'm watering something, but really I'm being watered. And this is a really nurturing feeling, because I'm seeing it like this teacher, say like this earthly expression is up here, and I'm listening, and I'm quite happy to be listening. And there's all these different characters in here in the class with me. You might be asked to, there's some sort of authoring going. Where did authoring come up before? It's been recent, and I don't remember a lot of things, but I know it made it into a title, so I think that's why I'm remembering it. Some sort of authoring.
Who?
Something about word to or speech to word programs. I'm on a rocket ship all of a sudden as well. There's people getting off a flight of stairs here. I might be traveling somewhere. Astral traveling, maybe? Or I don't know if you're planning on going to see somebody or visit somebody. Oh, for heavens and hot dogs. Like that, could that be any further away? Sorry, one moment.
Hello.
Hello. I know you can't see with all my shadowing and light going on here, but this card is the Knower, the Sage of Crystals. Look at that Einstein with the sciencey so smart. So smart. It's like I want to, thank you. I want to place this rocket. Imagine like this was, I don't know, space stuff. Insert space words. And it will make it through. And even sometimes, if I may, if you are creating a tunnel or a swimming pool, you got to dig up the earth. You got to kind of cause a ruckus a little bit. And sometimes really smart people cause a ruckus to the regular. I'm going to write that down. A ruckus to the regular. And I always, try to keep this internalized, like for myself, like, not on purpose to get this feeling of like, okay, things are calm and cool, so let's cause a ruckus. Enjoy the calm. Enjoy it. And maybe you're swing back and forth, chaos and calm. But it's like through the calmness, I'm like, okay, I'd like to expand or explore. That might mean I need to kind of blast through something, like a crystal cave, to get the pieces of crystals to share those crystals with others. That extension of sharing the crystal cave or space substance energy may not be able to happen without somebody willing to go in, dig them up and say, here,
Other side.
Would you like to connect with this element? Okay. Censer, Woman of Wands. Because now I'm like forging. I'm in the clouds and like cellular structure of something as well. This is a very large ant, if the ant symbol means anything to anyone, because I'm also seeing a woman here. It could be an ant you have here, still here. Some of you may have an ant in spirit that you connect to. Also something about this work that's being done. The authoring doesn't have to be what one thinks authoring is. Or what I even as Steph, like kind of like, oh, don't make me journal. You know what I mean? Every step I take as I'm walking around the house or going into your town or driving to work, interacting with people, you're writing your autobiography by everything that you do. And this isn't to create some sort of, crises. This is like a conscious awareness, and it's exciting. It's exciting, and people will remember how they felt around you, even if sometimes you have to be fiery, right? That's, in the throat. And I'm also like, because when I come to this arrowhead too, there's something about like forging that to go. And it's funny that my throat has been like so messed up, but beautifully messed up. I'm constantly clearing it through the throat scrolls. So, I've had the intelligence, I've made my precision thing plan, and now I got to forge the element. Setback. This is what I'm worried about. I feel like as I am forging this, I'm going to set myself back or behind
bedroom,
in the bedroom, maybe, I don't know, sleep. Even maybe you're not getting enough sleep because you're overthinking, and the passion or agitation is by not having it move or being looked at or overanalyzed, it feels stagnant and becomes setback. It's almost like, because I'm seeing these as rocks in our example here with the rocket ship, or like the TNT dynamite, to kind of, in a positive way, blast through them to open them up and see the crystals like a geode or something. And it's kind of like pent up, and I can sense that I'm pent up. And it's like, by not even trying something, or
Amazing.
maybe writing out a plan, getting an opinion on something, whatever channel this is, right? Personal, professional, corporate, creative, romantic, platonic. You know, talking it out, feeling it out. Because there's a mold breaking of a mold. And taking the time to make the mold, to forge the mold, does not set you back. Regenerator.
Higher.
Sage of Cups. There's, because, you know what this is? It's because, like, once the mold has made, with this spiral here, so much more is given out. I just heard happiness is yelling bingo. I don't know if that's something. And aloe vera is in there. I'll put the link below to the OG scry, because it was very much so in regards to the throat, about healing. And I feel like this is where they're kind of meeting here in the Cave of Rivers. There's a woman here, but she has like one of those dresses where back in the day, like, they had like those things under their dresses, so their butts were like bigger. Do you know what I mean? They have like bows. I'm kind of in Westworld, if that's helpful. Something along that lines. And then I also have here 5 of Cups. Interesting. Disappointment. So I have worry that I'm going to be in my throat area, that if I actually say what I want and admit it, it's almost like by staying here stuck, I know a setback. If I pursue to regenerate or generate something and have my throat work with my root and up and rocket ship up, it's almost like going from throat to root goes, man, really? It's going to take so long, or whatever, you know what I mean? But then once it gets to the root, it gets that firepower to just skyrocket up through the rainbow. And I admit, I don't want to be disappointed. And I got to admit that. I got to admit that. So I talk to Spirit in the sky. I talk to the clouds. Because every time I'm pointing my bow, or my archer archetype, I feel like I feel like I throw out this wish or want, desire, and somebody kind of
Please leave.
No. It's a very odd feeling, because I feel like I got the smarts, she's got the look, or whatever the case is, and it's like, but what is this? I feel like when I'm breaking the mold, as I'm breaking the mold, there's many tries to make the mold what I want it to be. Does a scientist ever give up? Like Sheldon from Big Bang. And where did he go to? He went to like dark matter or something, or I don't know, dark space or dark science. But did he never really come back to the Big Bang Theory? I don't know. Does somebody who's looking for a cure for cancer ever stop? But if they happen to come across a cure or an aid for something else, do they not acknowledge that? And this is where I'm going in my throat talking to you. It's like, I'm not even acknowledging. I've been so focused this way. And
You are annoying.
Stop, you're annoying. Don't be ridiculous. In my acknowledgement for going this way, I have been missing that in this cure for cancer, I have missed that I got a cure for something else or a helpful aid for something else because I was only focused here. And that's not to say that we need to walk around wide-eyed, wide open throat opera singers everywhere. I would like my coffee today. That's not necessarily the way, I'm saying it, but maybe in whatever channel you're in, working through it's like the evolution of anyone who's ever made anything. Like somebody who works with clay as an example, like this is their first cup to their current cup. And you can look back and go, ugh, but you can look back or look at now and go, oh my goodness, this evolution of your mold is amazing. I'm writing it down. The evolution of your mold is amazing. Thank you. Yes, there may have been setbacks in life. Yes, there may be disappointments. Grieve. Use them to know in your next mold what they brought forward that didn't work, or I didn't really like this piece there, or it created a safety hazard. I have no idea if this is making any sense or if I've gotten too far away, but magic. This card came up in the OG Scry. And it was about overflowing from the cup. It's like I'm forging the cup that my very throat will receive substance.
I'm not sure how.
Stillness. Protection.
Red.
And truth. Talking stick. Talk it out. Talk to the clouds. Talk to someone in spirit that you trust. On the bottom, growth. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. It's almost like if I could say I have earth, air, fire, and water. Okay, even better. You're cheeky. Earth, air, fire, water, spirit, space. Or space, depending on how you look. And I can dissect my disappointments. I can slice apart my setbacks. But then I need to take the knowings, protect my knowings, and regenerate that. As an example, that frog or something in high school that we had to dissect, but place yourself in there and you take a look at it. How do you regenerate that frog? You take the knowledge of what you know, you blast open the crystal or the planet of, a creative block, a mental block, an emotional block, or the geode of just everything, and be willing to crack it open. and reveal the geode within, and just sit with it, tune in, talk to it, talk to me. Just before I let you go, I have no idea where I'm at right now, so I hope it makes sense somewhere, because I feel like I'm just, I've been in the clouds and water now, and
Wrestle.
the mold that you are making that is amazing has your fingerprints all over this. I don't really know what that means, but it's like I'm seeing if I could place fingerprints on a cup, because this is what you've made, like your signature stamp, your tone. Your literal signature on the work that you do when you close up after a day at the restaurant, when you buy a car. And protect your work that you speak into existence, silently or loudly. I'm going to have to rewatch this myself, because I feel like I'm just coming back to, and I've taken you along for this really weird ride. I appreciate you. I hope this did serve, support, inspire, educate, or entertain. Until next time, so much love. Bye. Breakthrough. Another 5, but this 5 is breakthrough on the moon, like that rocket ship thing. Through asteroids. That was that word I was looking for. Asteroids.
Snake.
And now I land on a new moon. It's like a galaxy geode. Oh my goodness, it's just incredible. I could go on and on and on. I love you. Have a good day.